The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Raiders nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Rodgers. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Rodgers going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. K.J. Hamler there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's right.
That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Second and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hurts to throw.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. The Ravens send their punter out now.
Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. So I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On second down, Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Hey, take 26. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Squeeze, double. Run 50, hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hurts.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
On first down, Hurts.
Flush to his right.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that is incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Rodgers throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
On play action, Rodgers on the move to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit it as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like
I know I feel my thing vibrate, but I ain't know what had to happen, man.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Rodgers, as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points up.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Prater for the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ballard going to try the right side. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there for the Raiders. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Hey, 50. 50 the Mike. 50 the Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 5-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And Cook has it left side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more.
And the Raiders have got him. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
10 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Anthony Schwartz
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. The Ravens drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance. Here's they trail big in this incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw one. Find Alan Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense?
Hey, it be like that sometimes, boy.
An incomplete pass on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Ah, bro.
It's Williams.
I seen I couldn't get on my man. I hate when I can't get on my fucking man, bro.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Hurts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Ravens 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Oh, yeah, I got jumped on that bit, boy. I jumped on that bit, boy.
As he's tackled down inside the 20.
I seen that shit. I was like, hell, but let me get that. But normally when I try to do that, bro, they don't even let me get it. They get me out there.
They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing here.
Oh.
Behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone.